Hi folks, sorry for the technical difficulties. As you can see, we're having a little trouble with the film right now. Bear with us, and we'll get you back to this exciting Ken Hansen project feature in just a moment.
Get this one shot, Liddy.
Here we go, another exciting hour. Or less, preferably less today. It's my turn to cook, which I say that a lot, but not as much since my sister moved in. So what are we looking at? VooDoo Ranger's Hardcharged tea, and this is Raz Pop. Weighs in at 7%. I was going to do this one last, but I wanted it. Plus we got some packages. One is just in my name. The other two are my two favorite aliases. We're gonna do them right away. Why? Because I can. Okay? It does kind of smell like that, those popsicles that are the red, white, and blue ones. I don't think there was any taste difference between the red, the white, and the blue on those popsicles, but it's sort of the, say that, maybe I can use it again. Oh yeah. Okay, so cheers. Throwback Thursday. Not throw up Thursday. Christine did go to work today. That's pretty much what it tastes like. Let's see if it grows on me or not. The flavor kind of conflicts with the tea. At least for my taste buds at this very, very moment in time. Okay. Rich says, cheers all. Cheers my little Richie Poo. Miss you. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Well, the gunman says, I'm here early for once. Now what? Oh yeah, I know. Drink whiskey. Mr. 27's, but how many whiskeys? I'm late. Jolson says, India won. I won is a miss. Okay, I am starting with the box first. Let's just say that Billy was very interested in this box. Let's use the Yiddle flipper. Can I do it? Can I do it? Nope. Oh, by the way, this is to Alcoholic. Okay. We got two solid ice blocks inside of an insulated box. Probably save all of this. And Bavarian made Limburger. At least this wrapper is like a butter wrapper where you can actually fold it open this Limburger on this. Hang on just one quick second. Let me give it a detailing. Oh yeah. I don't know, this is not very rank smelling. I wonder if you have to let it age or something. This outer edge of it is almost a little rubbery. Definitely sealing it in. Product of Germany. Best before stamp. I'm assuming that's the 123 of 26. I don't really see anything else on here. For something like this, that's not all that far into the future. I'll put that right there for right now. Oh. Oopsie. I still have a few, still have some crack. Welcome to the eating channel. I mean, it has a really good consistency. That one time, I don't remember the company. That stuff was super rank. That was a tremendously good batch. I mean, if you're going for the true aesthetics of Limburger cheese, yeah, I'm not sure. If might have to try, well, yeah, it's good. It's good like this, but even the Castle brand, that is one of those things where you are rewarded with what you are about to get as soon as you open the refrigerator door. I mean, now that I'm getting to the center, it has the very, very typical Limburger smell to it. Maybe my taster's just off today, because the only thing I've had so far is one small piece of dragon sushi. With a big old heap of wasabi paste on it. Smiley says, you're finishing that enterprise model, brewing your own beer, making your own moonshine, shoot out between the JP and the JP Killer, things that happen in your dreams but never happen when excuses are abundant. Laugh out loud. Cobra says wet dreams. I know, I have no excuses. Well, I do. I'm not sure what kind of sprayer to get. I think I have the compressor, but I think I need the hose for it. And then I need to go to some website and find out what colors of paint I'm supposed to get and just start doing it. It's not going to be a difficult model to do. I'm not lighting it up. The decals are probably going to be the biggest nightmare. And the longer I wait, the bigger that nightmare is going to get. This one, I know you can just pull it open, but what the hell fun is that? This one is hung like a light switch. Unfortunately, my second favorite mailman ever, the one that was bent over, busted up laughing, that was his personal favorite. Yes, yes. Looks like it's going to be perfect for size. I did talk to the manager over at Super One, and I said, you guys have been out of Limburger for quite a while, and I just want you to know, the last time that you had Limburger, I probably purchased 80% of it. So if you order it, it will sell. And this last one just has, it's just my name on it, so there's no, that's because it's my own order. Hope these work. I bought 12 volt LED bulbs from Napa, and it didn't work. And when I was walking out of the place, I was holding the brand new one in one hand and the one that was, because there's three identical bulbs, you know, the old-fashioned one, tube of glass, filament on the inside. These are LEDs, so you gotta kind of make sure that you remember to aim them, because the backside is just cooling fins. And as I was walking out, my good bulb slipped out of my hand, bounced across the floor at O'Reilly's, and went under the center display rack that's probably never been moved. So I had to steal the light from the passenger side pressy button and put it back in the middle. And after all the LEDs I added to the back, it just looks like night and day. You know, you got nice bright, like what is it, 56,000 K or whatever for this versus a filament style. So, but it didn't work. Brought it back in. They had to order one from another store. Got that brand new one, put it in. didn't do anything. So unfortunately, this is going to be nothing but a gamble. So why the other one didn't work, 12 volts is 12 volts, right? Yeah, the only thing I'm really not digging about this is this outside edge is almost like you're eating the casing on like sausage. I can feel that even with the cracker in my mouth. I don't know. I hope it's just too fresh, and I need to. Now, you're a Limburger cheese person. I can guarantee you that if you had a piece of the Castle and a piece of this side by side, you'd go the Castle, because it is what Limburger's all about. I mean, come on, give me a break. It's not nasty where you're like going, oh God. I mean, I watched the two guys that eat the shit and their wife like films it and she's always laughing and the one's always like throwing up. The one guy that usually sits on the left side, which would be camera-wise the left side, he's always a little stronger. He can take more shit without gagging and stuff. But they had Castle Limburger cheese and were unable to consume any of it. If they had this, they'd probably would be agreeing that everything that they heard isn't true. And Limburger's really not all that bad. Let me try something. I hate to waste any of it, but boy, I tell you that. It's not waxy, it's just... It's kind of the consistency of a potato right before it's soft enough to make mashed potatoes. Because there's nothing worse than a crunchy potato. Not really all that much of an improvement, and it's also a waste of a calculated amount of cheese, so yeah, there's no gain. Of all the things I get sent, this will be the first time I'm ever going to use this sentence. I'm wondering if it's just too fresh. Because I want to call bullshit on that by January 26th it needs to be eaten or it's not considered any good. By design, Limburger cheese likes to be older than newer. Totally edible, but in the world of Limburger cheese, it's just not fun. I doubt that this is stinking up down here at all. My Dr. Smile money is going to be all over me for the sodium. Which total fat 6%, 70 calories. They say that this is six servings. You consider a serving 1 ounce, so a 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch cube. 18% saturated fats, 0 trans fats, 5% cholesterol, sodium 11%. See, I've been thinking about that Smile Money since you made the comment, and this particular cheese certainly does not seem like it's high in salt. So now I think to some of the other cheeses that I get that taste, you know, like this, I could imagine actually sprinkling a little salt on it. But hang on, we got the ripen to the best buy date for the boldest flavor. And on this it's 1/23 of 26. So 6 weeks. 6 weeks from that date, it's extremely mild. 4 weeks from that date, which we're closer to the 6 weeks. So 4 weeks to the date is a little bit of an improvement. It's a little bit bolder 2 weeks before that, the date on here, and it's bold on its best buy date, which means I am probably gonna shoot for a month or two on one of these beyond this date. So maybe 2/23, 3/23. How about I mark one of these as my birthday cheese present? April 4th. 4/4. The thing is the Castle is definitely now I know I've had the Castle way before the date on it, and it's definitely more rank than this. This is, as it is right now, I'd call this a starter Lindbergh. You know, like I talked about starter IPAs versus a heavy hitter like Piney the Elder. You don't want that as your first one. Smile Money, you are not eligible for anything from UPS. I know a guy that blacklisted you with Brown. Probably. Smile Money, love that glucose meter ad. And they show a plus ox meter. Here, this is what not to do, kids. Wade says, I hope Christine feels better soon. Little heart. When is Pam doing a review with you? I'll have to ask. It would definitely have to be a later one or a weekend, though. I mean, the weekend's possible. Probably with her and her mouth and alcohol involved, probably be good for Sunday over at the Captaindick Nozzle account and the Intergalactic Misfits. I'm gonna try to have to see about hooking up with the lady that owns Yes Cheese, or at least give a call when they're open and see if they have Limburger and what it is, what brand. Ask her if she has to put it in a glass container so that patrons don't barf. That's the stuff. But I'm serious when I say, as bad as you could possibly get Limburger to smell, it honestly, it doesn't taste anything like it smells. I know there's people that would argue with me. I mean, I know there's people say, my own wife, that won't even, nope, just get it away from me. Not touching it, no. Oh, excuse me. So, some whiskey with the very early, what do I have? Finished up all of Din's stuff. I have the same thing that he brought, the 12-year. I mean, I'm serious when I say we have almost completed my mission. We have the Shell Dog Speyside, which is there's a reason there's this much of it, because that is one style of Scotch I guess I just do not like. And unfortunately, as you can see, there's a lot of this one left because it is also a Speyside single malt Scotch. Smart Money, enjoy the time with your sister and her dog. Nice to have family, especially around the holidays. Yes, sir. Neither me or Christine had a moment of, we need to think this over before we said yes. No, Pam, just, come on. You and Billy. Yeah, but Billy sheds. You know what? We had dogs before, and I own a vacuum cleaner, which I want to make a public service announcement that's going to sound completely like a commercial. If you are looking for a cordless, light vacuum cleaner, get the Makita vacuum cleaner. I just vacuumed on my hands and knees all of the kitchen floor and around all of the perimeter and under things that the other vacuum doesn't go under. So I got in areas that it hasn't been seen in a while. Then I did, anyone that's been in my house knows what I'm talking about, I did the dining room, but I only did it from the table towards the wall where the kitchen is. Got all the dog hair and everything under the table, and the hair and shit that was stuck under the feet of the chairs. Then I did the living room, and I went around the perimeter to get all the things that the big vacuum cleaner the other day when Christine vacuumed didn't get. All of the hair all around that, under the entertainment center, under the couch, under the ottoman. I slid a speaker out of the way and got behind the entertainment center. And I told myself, I just vacuumed for over 30 minutes. With it on the high setting, I'm probably going to get a stay of execution. I'll be able to come down here, do the review earlier with the excuse that the battery was charging, because I only have one of the 5 milliamp batteries in the house. So I start vacuuming the landing at the bottom of the stairs, carpet. Lots of dog hair, because that's one of her favorite spots now to hang out. Then I start my way up the stairs. Easier than any other vacuum cleaner I've ever used. The upright's a pain in the ass, because when you pull it off of the chassis, it does not want to stand or anything. It's just a pain in the ass. The only plus is it does have a small beater head that has to be powered by it, so it's not like I could take that head and put it over on the Makita. I mean, McLean's like, well, you know, if you got some jumper wires and another Makita battery, that yeah, you could. I know. So then the other thing is my shop vac, which is right over there, buried amongst things that gun cases and pistol cases and comforters, and the pressure washer is sitting over there, the tile saw, wet tile saw, sitting over there. But let's just say that it's sitting out in the open. At my age, it is not enjoyable to drag a great big shop vac, which has handles on the side, not something on the top where it stays nice and balanced, but you hang out on the side. It's just a pain. But yes, that's what I normally use, because the hose for that is the exact same length. If it's sitting on the landing, I can vacuum all the way to the second floor. But now I'm with the Makita, and I've done first step, second step, third step. It hasn't changed any tone. I now do all of the stairs, and I'm up on the landing. My landing, where the little like hallway or whatever you want to call it, the landing. You can look over the railing and see down the stairs, or you can go into our bedroom, into the office, into the Star Trek room, or into the bathroom, and that's all carpeted. I vacuum that whole thing by hand. I now go into the bathroom and vacuum the entire bathroom floor by hand. And I'm like, this thing is still pulling like there's no problem. So I go in and clean all of the dog hair and under the bed and find a zillion of Christine's stupid little socks. And it's still going, but it's starting to slow down a little bit, and I pulled the battery out of it and it showed 1 bar. I mean, almost an hour? And it's not even the brand new battery. That 2 batteries came with it, and it wasn't any of those. Those are out in the truck. So you're looking for a vacuum clean. It was in a review. It's about like that by that square. I highly recommend the Makita, especially if you're already running Makita batteries. But with the way that thing works, you're only going to need 2. So if you buy the kit that comes with the vac, a battery charger, and 2 batteries, you are pretty much set for detailing out cars. You know, your staircase does not come with the shoulder strap. I did order that separate. I think it was like $7 or $9. So if you want to throw it over you while you're doing the stairs, I didn't. I just set it on the stair in front of me, and my knee held it in place while I was doing the next 2 treads, and then I don't care what anyone says. I have had Milwaukee. I have had DeWalt. I happen to have a rigid jigsaw, and I would absolutely love to have 2 batteries for it, because I already have the jigsaw. I would hate to have to buy, but just buying a couple of rigid batteries is probably a waste of time, which means I only have 1 battery for it, and on a full charge, it runs the thing for... You're lucky if you can make 1 cut with it. I got it when I got all of the floor sanding equipment. And it's fairly new. It just needs batteries. But I'm not willing to buy... I'd rather... If I bought the bare tool, a Makita jigsaw, I already have all the batteries I need for it, so it's not like it's a must. Ceremony, Matt provided just so much commenting material, and he wasn't even overserved. I know. But again, I'm going to say it. If you did not watch yesterday's review, Smile Money had me in stitches. It was like, oh my God, David Letterman would even be going, we got to get this guy on staff. Holy crap, that's good, especially if you know Matt. Love it, loved it. Cobra here, but my eyes are closing. Smile Money says, well, don't doze off before you see the mysteries of what's in the box. Shit. I named them off, but I basically went straight for the stew, food on hand, pull start fire grill. The only downside on that, it's a one-time use. Socks, you can always use socks. A flashlight, I'm glad I got a flashlight, I need one of those. The blanket, I like the blanket. I mean, this time of the year, trust me, it's smart to throw one or two of them into a vehicle for the what ifs. And that Russ Comer ox bone fixed blade, I think it's a badass knife. It's okay, like I always say, usability. Can I use what's in the box? Food? Shut up. A small portable grill? Sure. Probably going to throw it in the Honda if we ever have a scenario, or I look at Christine and go, you know, it'd be fun. Let's go down and, you know, hit some of the national parks, because we stupid, but we always get a pass for the national parks in Wisconsin, but we've never had one for Minnesota. But let's just say I say, hey, let's grab some hamburger and some seasoning, and we're good to go. Socks, that's a no-brainer for me. Flashlights are always usable, and if nothing else, I give them away. But I don't know if there's a standalone flashlight in the Honda right now. I have a tire, I have an inflator, a jump pack, a pretty decent med kit, because ATF Sucks built a nice one for Christine, and I just added more shit to it. The blanket, yeah, that'll probably also go into the Honda, because the one that's supposed to be in the Honda, I don't remember even why it ended up here, but that's actually sitting over there. The one that should be in the truck or the van, yeah, blanket's a no-brainer, and the knife is just freaking badass. I mean, I love the knife. Cobra, airbrush with a cup on top, have caps or lids that screw or press on. Some skilled builders I see just don't put the caps on. If I tried, I'd spill my paint for sure, and so would I. I did not know that. I guess I'm going to have to, when I can afford to do it, because right now definitely is not the time. I gotta get the remainder of the stuff and just start painting. Cheapo Gun Guy, life remains beautiful when we see it as a journey. It falls apart when you treat it as a race. Mega. Cobra says, eyes closing again. EMT, it looked like Chuck was showing the bottle cap. You know what? I don't know exactly if he blocked this channel, because I have been getting rid of comments, and I am 11 years back, and there hasn't been a single comment from Chuck. So I'm assuming that he deleted or blocked or deleted B&E Brew Reviews. Why? This wasn't even the channel that existed when he had his little conniption fit. You know, one minute the guy's down drinking his liver to death down at the bayou, and the next minute he's lecturing me about my beliefs in God and the baby Jesus. All I can say is, if this was on the other channel, I would say, F you, Chuck. I can have the beliefs that I want. The fact is, I don't believe in that. Do I believe that there's a higher power? I don't even know if I even believe there's a higher power. I believe we are all that power. I personally believe that this is we're all in some kind of a simulation. We are energy, we are plasma, and when I leave this planet, I will continue on somewhere else. Do I think God has anything to do with any of that? No. And talk about effing critical. The biggest hypocrites I know are usually the wheeler dealers, the Catholics. I mean, I won't mention any names because the last time I did, I got griped on about saying something about family. So I won't be mentioning anything about a family member. But a holy roller high Jesus, the baby Jesus is all that matters to me. And then you're going on and on to everybody that will listen to you about how Trump is the devil. I tell you what, how about you are uninformed? Stuff is terrible. Sharky, I miss you. The Powerball is up over $1 billion, and Sharky, I'm here to tell you, when we win, you are going to be our biatch. For I would say, you better let them know at work that. Well, you can work remotely. I mean, I wouldn't get upset if you still had to do some work, but you are a tour guide, a very highly paid tour guide for at least a couple months. I mean, I figured Miles a plan on staying in Italy for at least a month. As a matter of fact, I misspoke. You will be a highly paid travel guide for at least a year. I mean, if we got to put you on a flight, fly you back to spend time with your daughter, if we plan this during the summer, and it's okay with Mom, have her join us. I will somehow figure out a way to take Christine to Italy. But with $1 billion, with a B, until you're taxed, then you get, what, $150,000? It'll be a good time. EMT says H9 and hello, Ms. B. H9 is a miss. Wade says, so many different things loosen up over time. Ask me how I know. We talking about your butthole? Wade, beautiful knife. I find myself leaning towards old school stag handles. The newer bone handles lack the character of the old stuff. I had thought about that for the one that I have that I hated it when I saw BattleBox review it, and then when I got my hands on it, I'm like, this is badass, man. Yeah. If I was out and about, I would consider that on my side. I mean, probably use it great for cooking and preparing stuff. I'd get it, but it's buried. Still have to do the core video. I'm chicken shit about cutting those belt sections. I know I shouldn't give a shit, but cut it long, because you can always cut long again. Cut it short, and you're SOL. Two more days before I get to spend some time with Christine, David, Marcus, and John. It's gonna be badass. And if you're close enough where you can make it, Warrior Battalion, Saturday, 12 o'clock Central Time to 5 o'clock Central Time. And then we're also going to be at the one the following week. I don't know if I'm the hostess with the mostest for this one or the next one, because one of the 2 weekends Christine has to work, and she usually gets done. Usually she gets home by 1:30, and this starts at noon. So yeah, if I can manage a Domino's pizza, damn it, I can sell a book. Oh, smiling, because I'm looking at it. Don't forget, on the list of my failures, the hot sauce lover's kit that my Uncle Billy gave me well before COVID, so 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, it is like, it's sitting on the shelf, like angled perfectly at me, like it's saying, I don't know if I can reach it from here, though, without falling to my death. Oh, yeah, I got it. Includes paperback copy of bestseller, A Field Guide to Hot Sauces. I don't even know if I ever even open this. The book. It's like good bathroom reading material. We've got looks like recipes, Grandma's Green, cool cooking tips for hot sauces, Can't find Savagna, use habanero. Can't find habanero, use Scotch bonnet. Wait. Can't find hot sauce, use beer. Can't find beer, move to a new town. I don't know who this person is, but I really like them already. I'm going to put all the recipe cards back in here. And we have a series of bottles and bottle labels and a funnel, caps, and seeds. I don't know if there's 3 kinds. The one that you can see on the back is yellow banana peppers. If I can get that out of the way just long. Oh yeah, jalapeno peppers. Long red cayenne. And what is the 4th one? All this without even opening the bag. Habanero peppers. Seeds, that is. And then we have all sorts of black cumin, Jamaican allspice, sesame seeds, Mexican jerk seasoning. Ooh, that one's getting kind of rigid. Yeah, looks fine, money. Just another. Thanks for pointing them all out. Another failure in my life. That's frickin' wonderful. And you wonder why I drink. Because you spend most of your time constantly pointing out my failures. Except for yesterday. Yesterday was awesome. Loved yesterday. But hey, I guess if I just have a good time with myself, the camera will probably be off for that part, but if I have a good time with you guys, and don't ever step over the do not enter line, then Smile Money has little ammunition to use against me. Of course, every single time I bring up something like I got that hot sauce kit, or I got the model 2 models. It's actually there's 2 models and then 2 boxes of Enterprises throughout the series that they're 2 separate kits that I built them all, and they're in a box, undone because they have to be painted. Multi 357 man. Taking a knock off of one of my absolute favorite styles. More sarcasm. Why there's as much of this one as there is, but not as much of the other one, I don't know. This one's a little bit better. Wade, I now have Blow Start a Yugo embedded in my catalog of insulting phrases. Smile Money says, Granny may allow Matt to watch this review since Eric kept it PG-13. Bohemian Hunting Club says cheers. Bohemian Hunting Club, thank you for enduring my crap show for all these years. And the fact that you're one of these people that watch this crap, and I am a lousy friend and miss most of your stuff. I did not see. I have been trying to watch a bunch of your stuff. The problem is I do it on the big screen, and anyone that knows about watching it on the big screen, there's no way to comment. So the best I can do is, after I'm done watching it, maybe fire up my phone and try to leave a hey, cheers, but know that I have been here more. And I need to do better for Tardisius, and I need to do better for Big Jeff, Gunwild 1. I know. I'm a crappy friend. But I'm cute. Hempseed. Even though you got the ninja on your screensaver, and I never once saw me. That's okay though. It's not like it's something that's bothered me much. A little bit. Okay, I cried. I cried myself to sleep that night. Okay. We should almost be done in more than one way. Paul from PA Brew News says, cheers all. Cheers and some, I'll cheers you with some Limburger, Paul. Joey says, here on my way to work. I don't even know what you're even doing right now, Joey. Joey says, Harbor Freight has some good cheap airbrushes. I don't know if they still have it, but they sell an airbrush with a mini compressor I use to paint my props. I don't need the compressor. I got a good compressor I got at the auction. Joey, there is nothing better than a good set of airbags. Joey, I agree with you. Joey says G1. G1, Joey, is a misdemeanor. Joey, not only is Dearborn, but they are trying to do the same in Texas with their own community. I hope it doesn't work out for them at all. As a matter of fact, imagine that community in this hand and an 810 Warthog in this hand. And it goes, Brett. Tom, the coldest I can remember here was about -20. That was once in the last 64 years. We normally don't get below 0 very often. That would be nice. Tom, Eric, what is the future of the Enterprise on the shelf behind you? Will it hang from the ceiling? I have no intentions on hanging it. It is not, I mean, I know it's possible, but it is not as user-friendly for that, and I'd rather not do that. I want to be able to access it more. I want to be able to, I mean, when you want to light it all up, there's like 327 switches. One of them has a problem with the switch, and the path backwards to get to the switch is, forget about it. So you have to take the batteries out, or my goal is to get together with Marcus and John and build a 3D printed stand for it so that it could maybe sit somewhere around here, like maybe a foot off of wherever it's sitting. And I would think it'd be really cool if the display stand was the Federation logo, and I would like to build to light it up. So, you know, have it channeled out so that when it's done being printed, I can incorporate LED lights into it. Maybe a nice set of LED lights where through an app you can control it, so I can maybe make it pulse. I can make it change colors. You know, something something like that, but built into a base for it. But this is a get together with Marcus and John kind of a scenario. Mr. 27 says he's 35th. Then he says, intro Lord of Brewbomy Brews. Nice. Then he says, Salty Man here, Multi 357 Man here, and Master of the Cowbell, Jolson. Last comment is Jolson saying 12 gauge basement pop the cowbell or ring the cowbell. I would think about 3D popping the cowbell if I, had a can for the 12 gauge. I mean the links, because it has a threaded barrel, that'd be possible. Put a can on it. And we are at an hour, so Sharky, do not pull the trigger. Where was that? Gotta find the hot spot. Wow, being finicky today. Find it, lose it, find it, lose it. Oh, it's like the world's moving and it's taking me with. Oh no, we're gonna have to buff it. It's good. We're all good. I mean, its own mag is set to go. Again, Mark from JoJo Gunworks, allowing me to absolute co-witness that guy. Actually, I hate turning it on because every time I do that I forget about it. So if you line those all up, there you go. It looks like you have a lit up front sight. These are Ameriglow, I think is the company. And a big thanks to Mark. He is part of our group and contributes quite a bit, which I appreciate. It's usually some funny ass shit. And I wanted to know if he recommended doing any more custom work, and he's like, nope. He goes, you leave that guy nice and heavy, so if your follow-up shots look good. And of course, I did color fill the hashtag #BeLikeEd. I think I'll make this my new carry gun. So where do I put that on the U scale? Oh, Jesus. For some reason, I thought it would be my favorite. It's very drinkable. If I had a 12er of this, I would not be disappointed at all. But that was in and out. The thing is overflowing, so that's my excuse. on the non-E scale, the extra little scale that we're working on here, I would give it an 8. I mean, 7%. It does taste good. 7%. That's where we just kind of leave it. Okay. Let's go to the club and see if anybody's here. What do all those new symbols mean up here? Ask Studio, Help, Search, Notifications. Okay. Two of you. Jolson says the 200 Sunny Slopes Club needs cowbell. Two in a row. I can't say I'm not. Recognize this. It's quite relaxing. I guess even go at the back because kind of reminds me of Jolie's sister's butthole after I'm heading home. Matter of fact, when her butthole looks like this, that's when you normally get that Tiberian, whatever it was. You pull out too fast and the universe kind of burps, and well, you end up covered in Sanchez. So 3, 2, 1. I don't know, with the Huber brake on there and the big ass hole in the thing, it almost is a meditation bell moment for me. Personally, I find it more effective to meditate to this sound right after a 30 cal round rips right through the middle of it. Also known as the Somali fix. Cobra says an early start. Don't forget to top off before dinner. Cobra, I just got done checking, and I'm coming in at 0.9, so it's time for a little top off. There. Okay, I'm gonna check the actual video. Sort by newest first. Oh, let me check. Back to the club. Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Rich. Okay. Oh, my God, really? Oh, nope. Salty says, hip, hip, hooray, naked. And 2 sub comments. One is always Mr. 27. Cobra says, jiggity. Mr. 27 says, heard naked, interesting. Okay, I'm listening. Is there brew babes, brew jugs involved? And Mike says D7. D7 has been previously called quite a while ago as a hit. we close that. And we can close that with a Patreon. Maybe I should dump the Patreon money in and get something extra. Smile Money says first, and I'll add last and only. Okay, I'm going to hit the button, and if the light's green, the trap is clean. Okay, cheers guys. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm trying to think of what I got going on tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably do a review, and I am definitely planning on doing Locked and Loaded. I am thinking that the discussion is going to be about the, now we're up to 6 or 7 billion with a B dollars of fraud in my state, Minnesota, because of the watch of Tim Waltz and these Somali pieces of absolute crap. Get them all out of here. Cheers.